Guys, Star Wars is saved. It's saved. It's not saved on Disney Plus, not on the Jango Fett ripoff show, not on Ahsoka Tano's upcoming solo series. It's saved right here. In the EU. This is my collection of the EU. Now, it's laughable in comparison to people who've been collecting it for a while, but this is where Star Wars is saved. If you do not know what the EU is, if you've never really jumped into it, or maybe you've heard a little bit about this or that, or never really jumped into a book, got a little bit more down there behind the Christmas Rudolph characters. Right about there. There we go. And over into there, all the tales from the cantina and whatnot, but keeping it in order as much as I can. This is it. Now, if you have not really jumped in to the EU, we did a book study on my channel a while back. The Thrawn trilogy, right here. These three books, the Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy. That is the sequel trilogy. That is what happens. That's the trilogy that should have been in the movies, but wasn't. Now, people are going to say, wait. Disney's going to do the Thrawn trilogy. Things are looking like they might do the Thrawn trilogy. Aren't you excited? No. What on earth has Disney done that makes you think that they would be capable of bringing this amazing storyline to life on the screen? Dave Filoni's involved. Where did we last see his baby, Ahsoka Tano, who he's had to force into every element of the Star Wars universe now? Where did we last see her on The Mandalorian? She was after Thrawn, after the man himself. If they are building towards a Thrawn trilogy, if they are, I guarantee you it's going to be Ahsoka Tano starring in the Thrawn trilogy. That is not the Thrawn trilogy. That's nonsense. He's shown you above and beyond. He's gone over and above so many times to show you he is not interested in the EU at all. He will cherry pick pieces of the EU to try to pretend that he's a fan. I mean, the EU fans have been dealing with this for years, I understand, all through the Clone Wars era. He hasn't read it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks Revan is our man Revan right here. He thinks he's just a dark Sith Lord. No, he was redeemed. That's the whole point of his story. Stop it. Star Wars is not saved on the big screen, not until Disney lets go of it. And if they never do, then so what? We have this. This is only a drop in the bucket of what the real Star Wars EU is. I'm still collecting myself. You have years worth of reading. And that's just assuming that you had nothing to do all day but read. You have years worth of reading to enjoy the Star Wars saga. So many different authors over so many different years telling the saga from the all the way up to the Dawn of the Jedi, the sort of source of the Force in these comics here, all the way well past Luke Skywalker's lifetime into the new era of his descendants. You've got an amazing Star Wars saga, but people, for some reason, just can't handle opening a book. They can't bring themselves to do it. It's got to be fed to them on a screen, or else they don't think it's real. I don't understand. But the news about Ahsoka Tano's series, did I not make the video just a few days ago telling you that he was going to try to shove her into every important era of Star Wars, and as long as Dave Filoni's involved, it's going to be Star Wars, the Ahsoka Tano story. Here you go. She's getting her own series. Guarantee you they're going to use her to bridge things into their version of the Thrawn trilogy, which is not going to be anything like the glorious Thrawn trilogy. So if you're interested, you can check out the book studies we did on my channel. You can find those in the backlog there. But just to give you a heads up, after the new year, we are going to be doing our own book study of Kenobi. I know that they're talking about, Star Wars Disney Plus is going to do a Kenobi series. This was the amazing book written by John Jackson Miller, and this tells the story of him settling on to Tatooine after the events of Episode 3, and he's given baby Luke to his aunt and uncle there, and he's trying to make a place for himself on the planet. It's a wonderful story. If Disney tries to take anything from it, it'll be a bastardized version of it, which is what they excel at. But we're going to go through this story on our own, so grab yourself a copy. You can still find them in paperback very cheaply. It was one of the later books written, so I definitely recommend it. Star Wars Kenobi, and we're going to go through that in the new year, so stay tuned to the channel. In the meantime, I encourage you to check the comments section below, because there's going to be a lot of trolls. People are so desperate to shut down any dissent when it comes to people speaking out against The Mandalorian, Dave Filoni, Ahsoka Tano. They're so desperate. And these types of people rarely ever wait until the end of the video. They watch 2 seconds to hear you say something against it, and they jump right in the comments and tell you you're an idiot, you're just being negative, you're biased, blah, blah, blah. They've got a million straw mans for you. So those of you who've actually watched the video, go down to the comment section and you'll see this desperation. Why would anybody be upset that this little lone YouTuber here, not even one of the big boys, dares to speak out against this show? But they must. All dissenting voices that might greenlight people to the truth has to be silenced. It's sad, and at the same time it's a little amusing, but it's sad. So check that out. Have fun. Join us for the Kenobi book study, and I'll be back with more from the channel. Until then, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the hero stories you love.